Businesses everywhere are starting to accept crypto more and more, and believe it or not, crypto is being used more and more every day. So what are crypto wallets? Crypto wallets are applications that allow users to store public and private keys that can be used to buy, sell, and hold crypto assets. In this video, we'll talk about some of the different applications, what the difference between public and private keys are, how to set up wallets, and how to secure your assets. Let's start with the different types of crypto wallets. They break down into two main categories that have important to know pros and cons. But before we go in too deep, if you're new, you're probably watching because you're trying to research crypto. Subscribe to our channel because we're going to be uploading lots of important crypto research for you, and more so, really consider subscribing if you're going to continue to research crypto. Okay, so the two different types of wallets are custodial and non-custodial wallets. What's the difference? The short answer is the person who holds the keys, but for those who don't know what keys are, let's talk about keys for a second. There's two kinds of keys, public and private keys. Both are critically important to understand. Private keys are used to prove ownership of assets, and public keys are used to identify wallets when you send and receive assets. If you lose your keys, you lose your assets. It's very similar to losing the keys to your car. If you lose the keys to your car, you still own the car, you just can't drive it until you find your keys. It's similar with crypto wallets. If you lose the keys, you still own the assets, you just can't use them or prove you own them until you find those keys. You cannot remake private keys like you can with a car. So seriously, don't lose the private key to your wallet. Now that you know what private keys are, you'll understand what the difference in the two main types of wallets is. The centralized wallet, or the custodial wallet, is one where the private keys are held by a third party. For example, Coinbase or Crypto.com. Non-custodial wallets are where private keys are not held by a third party, which give the users more control over their money, but a little less security, because users can lose their keys. Centralized exchanges are not much more secure. Letting a third party hold your assets is a risk because they could lose your keys by getting hacked or having some sort of breach. Even if they're being regulated, we've still seen things like this happen. What's even more unreal is that there have been other crazy stories that have happened, but it's just too much for today's video. Security is a very important topic, and we'll go into that as we explain how to set up the two different wallets. How to set up wallets. With centralized wallets, you'll have to sign up with an email, phone number, and create a password. You'll have to verify your identity to be able to trade assets. But what's nice is the ability to set up two-factor authentication. Not all platforms have it, but with platforms like Coinbase and Crypto.com, they do have two-factor authentication and other resources like customer support and the ability to set up trading passcodes. As far as decentralized wallets, setting them up is a little bit different than a centralized wallet. You'll start by creating a password, and from that point the software will create a random seed phrase that you will have to write down twice and keep in a very safe location where no one can find it. After that's done, you'll have officially created your DeFi wallet. But remember those keys we were talking about earlier. The public and especially the private keys should also be written down just in case for whatever reason you lose your seed phrase or access to your wallet. Private keys can be restored or imported to a new wallet as long as no one hacked you. If someone hacked you, they probably took the funds, and you should verify that the funds are still in the original wallet before trying to recover anything. Cold storage wallets. If you stayed this far, we got one more type of wallet to tell you about since you stayed this long, and that's the cold storage wallet. Cold storage is basically the safest way to store your assets because it keeps them off any mobile or desktop devices and disconnected from any apps or websites. It's a crazy little flash drive. We'll leave a link in the description for those of you that are really interested. If you got any help out of this video today, join us for the next video and share this with someone else who could benefit from this. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Goodbye.